Welcome back, everyone, and I'm here with Ross Benjamin, SBR contributor, and today we're going to be giving you a quick pitching report about a couple of games. But first off, how you doing today, my man?
Very good, Dex. How about yourself?
I'm doing all right. Can't wait for the weekend to get here. All right, Ross, let's get right to it. Let's see what we got here on our hands. First off, we're going to get right to it with the pitchers for the Yankees and the Rays. I think last week we were talking about the Yankees' Brandon McCarthy and how rejuvenated he's been since being traded from Arizona. But how much do you think that he's going to be affected after having had his first loss in his last start?
Well, I have no concerns at all in that regard from a handicapping perspective. After all, he allowed just 2 earned runs and 6 in the third innings. He was just a victim of going against arguably the hottest pitcher in all the American League in the Indians' Corey Kluber in that 3-0 loss. Let's face it, he's still gone 5-1 against the money for the Yankees with a superb 2.21 ERA and an almost 6-1 strikeout to walk ratio. And amigo, that's mucho bueno.
All right, and as for the Rays, they actually gave the nod to Alex Cobb. Now, in your article, you did explain how good he's been in recent starts. But how good has he really been, Ross?
Well, he enters tonight in terrific form off his last 4 starts. He's posted an excellent 1.35 ERA, a 0.94 whip, and a better than 5-1 strikeout to walk ratio in those 4 outings. Despite putting up some decent numbers at home, a 3.62 ERA and a 1.19 whip this season, he's gone a dismal 2-6 against the money at home. He's been more of a victim of bad luck at home than anything else.
Damn, that's always bad for a pitcher like that. But anyways, who are you giving the okay to in this AL pitching battle?
I like the way that Brandon McCarthy has responded since the trade. As you alluded to, we've talked about this before. He just looks like a vastly different pitcher than the one we saw in an Arizona Diamondbacks uniform earlier this season. Alex Cobb has pitched extremely well of late, and like I alluded to as well, he's been a little bit unlucky at home. I don't see a betting edge for either one of these pitchers in this spot. I do have a lean here toward a low-scoring affair and would seriously contemplate an MLB wager on the total this evening. And I'd like to go under the total.
All right, let's move on to the other pitchers. We got the Phillies and the Giants right now. And I was looking at Cole Hamels' win-loss record, and it's simply outstanding how good he's been for the last-place Phillies this year. Don't you think, Ross?
He's been tremendous, especially over his last 5 starts. He's posted a microscopic 0.80 ERA and a better than 7-1 strikeout to walk ratio, and all 5 of those starts, Dax, have gone under the total. Hamels has gone just 5-6 against the money on the road this season, but he's compiled an excellent 1.55 ERA in those 11 starts. He just isn't getting any run support from his teammates in those outings. Hamels has seen each of his last 6 starts on the road go under the total.
Wow. I can't believe how incredible it is that a lot of pitchers aren't getting the run support that they need. But anyway, I also read on your article about Madison Bumgarer that he's had a pretty unusual home and away splits. But what makes them so unusual or rare in this case, Ross?
Well, he's pitched much better on the road, where he has a 1.72 ERA, than at home, where he has a large 5.60 ERA. That's a bit of an oddity considering the fact his home starts are at AT&T Park in San Francisco, which is deemed and considered to be a pitcher-friendly park. And ordinarily, with younger pitchers like Bumgarner, who's just 25 years old, traditionally they've performed much better at home than on the road. As a matter of fact, Dax, in his last 5 home starts, he's posted a terrible 6.99 ERA, a 1.66 whip, and gone just 1-4 against the money in those 5 starts, and he's lost MLB bettors 5.2 units against the money line.
Whew-wee. My man, I pay a lot of attention to what you say, and I hate to be a smartass and try to assume everything when it comes to your final analysis. So right now I'm just going to play that I was pretty much deaf and I didn't hear your last 2 answers. Okay, who are you going to give the advantage to in this southpaw matchup, Ross?
Well, I appreciate that, Dex. You know, it'd be easy to get real giddy when evaluating this pitching matchup if not for the fact the Phillies haven't given Hamels much run support this season. Bumgarner has looked like an all-star on the road, but just seems absolutely clueless at home. there's little doubt in my mind that you have to give a huge edge here in the pitching department to Cole Hamels over Madison Bumgarer in tonight's matchup.
All righty, my man. As always, it's awesome to talk with you, and thank you very much for all your insights, and can't wait to talk to you next Monday.
Dax, you are the man, and I look forward to it.
Thank you very much, my man. And for SportsbookReview.com, this is Dax Floyd.